approximately 150 BTC back in the day when CPU mining was still a thing. Then I deleted the wallet because the coins were worth very little and it seemed like a huge hassle to actually sell them for real money. What's up guys, Videogamy here. We all have known the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin millionaires and billionaires who multiplied $5 to some arbitrary number to get a whopping amount. But what about the guys who lost money because of crypto? Well, huge media companies are kinda having an orgasm about this. This guy, Stefan Thomas, who lost 7,002 Bitcoins because he lost his password on a paper. Or James Howells, throwing away his hard drive containing 7,500 Bitcoins. Well, because he was cleaning his home. So tragic, and there will be some others. But we're gonna be talking about the big boys today. Instead, we're gonna take a sip of Reddit plebeians' tears of how they lost their money on cryptocurrencies. By the way, if you want me to cover the last two mentioned above, please comment down below so that I can know it. You don't need to subscribe to let me know. Though subscribing and hitting the notification bell will let you know if I release the video. Let's start with a post. Your biggest loss in crypto. Let's talk about it. Hoppa's Peers left. Biggest loss? Spending 100 Bitcoins on the web when they were worth $14. Tiffany Ram said, use mine on Silk Road when they were £6. Easily had over 100 BTC at one point. Amraf Cho 001 said, mined approximately 150 Bitcoin back in the day when CPU mining was still a thing. Then I deleted the wallet because the coins were worth very little and it seemed like a huge hassle to actually sell them for real money. Sad. Sully Specs said, selling my 10 Bitcoin, all my Bitcoin in 2012 for a Jablo free Betsa key. Spoiler, it sucked. Now Mackin said, I've also been in this for 2 months and had one big loss. By the way, this post is 3 years ago, so keep that in mind. Not going to talk about actual numbers because everyone is investing at a different level. Some people invest $10 or $100 where others invest up to 100k. But percentage is the same for everyone. So, to my freak up, remember the stellar Lumens IBM hype a week or two ago? Yeah. I woke up, saw that Lumens were at 60% raised, did a quick Google search to find the news and then log into Bittrex. I saw that it's still raising fast, quickly dumped about 40% of my portfolio into it, then went to work. When I arrived to work, XLM was at 200% and still raising. I've made around 120% of my investment in 20 minutes at that point. Guess what I did then? Yeah, panic buy. Never panic buy. Threw in another 40% of my portfolio at around 220%. Then it started dipping even faster. Panic sold back around 140% and panic bought again at 160%. And then pretty much said frick it and waited to see what happens. It then stopped dipping at around 80%, at which point I've already lost a big chunk of my portfolio. So 2/3 of my XLM to diversify my portfolio again. The odds that I now own are currently on the raise, so I've already made back about 1/3 of what I lost that day, and I have a good feeling that I will make everything back by the end of this month. But we'll see. Anyway, I don't regret doing this, but it was a good expensive lesson. Don't panic buy, don't panic sell, and certainly do your research before joining the hype. Now this is from the Squad 77. I've made this mistake too. Basically, my only big loss has come from panic buying or selling. What I've learned more than anything is create a strategy before buying and selling. Lesson learned, viewers, never panic buy or panic sell. Now this will be a new post. People who have lost money in cryptocurrency. Can you share your story? Straunt 1996. I started testing crypto with just 100 euros. I freaked up when I pulled out of TDB at 0.019. 3 days later, it was at 0.054. Then I bought at 0.054 with 50 euros and kept holding despite the massive drop after the peak of 0.064. It went down to 0.036. I decided to move it to a smaller exchange to buy smaller coins, but ended up seeing a dice game there. Lost all the GB by gambling in 5 minutes long. A drunk Fred said, haven't lost money overall, but when I first entered crypto January 2017, I put basically all my money, $1,500, in Ethereum around $12. Then it went up to like $19, and then started dropping a week or two later, and I panic sold at like $15. I rebought back at maybe $25. This is how I learned not to panic sell. Currently, some of the more recent coins I've bought have went down, but like some other people have stated, I'm not worried at all. Now finally, a dedicated post about this poor young man on how he lost everything a year ago. I lost everything. I messed up really badly, more so than I ever had in my life. I lost all my crypto and fiat funds and have no one to blame but myself. Throughout the entire bear market of 2018, I've been collecting as much BTC and ETH as I could. I fully believe in the tech, as well as the opportunity for financial freedom that was presented in front of me. I used the money from part-time jobs while studying at university full-time, a large portion of my student loans to buy crypto every month. Even as the bear market diminished the value of my portfolio, I kept on buying knowing that it could potentially pay off one day. I was in my last year university and my thinking was that crypto at the very least could help me pay off my student loans. And for the past couple of months, everything seemed to be going according to plan. Crypto was booming literally just in time for my graduation. That's when I discovered BitMEX. Within a month, my discovery at BitMEX managed to ruin my life. I started off with a small deposit of 0.01 BTC and I managed to flip that in around 0.2 BTC within a week. It was euphoric. Then as quickly as I made it, I lost it all to one swift move by the market. So I made a new account thinking that I knew what I was doing this time around and deposited a slightly larger amount. Liquidated. I deposited again, liquidated. It got to the point where my bank account had no money left to fund my BitMEX account, and that's where I made my biggest mistake. I decided to borrow funds from my BTC and ETH cold storage to try and recuperate everything I've lost so far in BitMEX. And as I know now, revenge trading never works. Today marked the end of my crypto career. All of my alts were liquidated when BTC broke 9K and pretty much dumped right after. I have no more funds left to deposit and have lost all of my crypto. Everything that I've been collecting during the bear market just have to take it away right after the bull market. I've lost a total of 1 BTC worth of crypto, which may not seem like that much to some of you, but that was literally everything that I had. I have nothing left now. I can't find someone to hire me with my goddamn useless degree. I have no way of paying my student loans. I feel stuck. I feel scared. I feel angry that I screwed myself this hard. I'm absolutely freaking out right now as I'm typing this and I'm having thoughts of killing myself. Because I really don't think I can recover from this. I don't know what to do. If there's anything that anyone can take from this, it's not to mess around with margin trading and leverage unless you really know what you're doing. It'll be the death of you. Literally. After reading this, it made it kind of sad, and I checked No More Sad Days profile and, unfortunately, it's the last post he's had. I was kinda hoping he'd recover from this, especially with the 2021 crypto boom, but that's the last update we've had. I hope you're fine. No more sad days.